Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Good afternoon from Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. This is Jeff Root with you for Ouachita Baptist University basketball. Chris Babb is such a hard act to follow, and he called the women's game a victory for the Lady Tigers, scoring over 100 points this afternoon. We'll see if the men can keep up and maybe not score 100, but at least come up with a victory over Southern Arkansas, a very, very tough team. In fact, in an unusual COVID season, Ouachita's already played SAU 3 times, all 3 times in Magnolia. This is a season where sometimes you just look for somebody who's not quarantined that you can play to get some games in, and that's what's happened with this unusual series against SAU for Ouachita this year. On January the 9th, Ouachita traveled to Magnolia and lost by 11 points, 69-58. They went back to Magnolia on January 28th and lost by 21 points, 83-62. And then more recently on February the 4th, they went back to Magnolia, played SAU again, and lost by 11 this time, 68-57. So the silver lining for Ouachita is that they have not played SAU here in Arkadelphia so far this year, and perhaps that's going to give them a chance to get a victory over Southern Arkansas this year after 3 defeats. Ouachita has won a couple of home games in an overall 3-8 record. The Tigers have come through with 2 wins here at home, and they look to be able to come up with another one here against a very tough SAU team. SAU is led by a young man named Aaron Lucas. He comes in as the leader for this team in points, 3-point shooting, assists, and steals. And he's also got the highest free throw percentage, so he's one to watch. Number 3, when we see action in a moment for Southern Arkansas, 16.6 points per game, 3 rebounds per game. He hits 44% from three-point range. 58 assists, leads the team. 35 steals, also leads the team. Aaron Lucas is one to watch. They got a couple of good inside players for Southern Arkansas. Devontae Brooks averages 7.7 rebounds per game, is also 14 points per game. He doesn't shoot three-pointers, but he is a weakness at the free throw line at 56%. Jalen Brooks, very similar stats, 51% from the free throw line, but he does everything else well. 8.8 rebounds per game, leads the team, and 11.4 points per game. So a couple of good inside players to match Lucas on the outside. Blake Rogers also expected to start for SAU, 9.6 points per game, and he has a 38% three-point shooting range. He's got 70% coming from the free throw line. So a couple of good free throw shooters and a couple of poor ones in the starting lineup for Southern Arkansas. But this has been a successful year for SAU, and they'll try to take their winning game on the road. They've got probably a 5th starter in Chris Weich. We're going to see if, in fact, he is the starter. His stats aren't quite as impressive, except on the occasions when he does take a three-point shot. He makes 46% of those, and he does shoot well with 83% at the free throw line. First man off the bench expected to be Victor Iriri. He averages 5.2 points per game for Southern Arkansas and hits 75% from the line. For Ouachita, one of the key things that we'll watch today and in the very next game for Ouachita is whether or not Kendarius Smith can reach the milestone of 1,000 career points. He only needs 30 more points to be the 16th member of the Tigers' 1,000-point club. He just needs 7.5 points per game for the 4 remaining of the games that are scheduled And in fact, he's averaging 15.5 points per game. So he ought to get about halfway there if his average holds today, and then perhaps hit that mark when the Tigers are back in action, which will be Monday at Henderson State. Be interesting to see him make that record against Henderson, although it would be across the street. They play at Henderson on Monday night. So we'll watch him, but we'll also see if the Tigers can put together a home win, as Kendarius Smith does get some awfully good help this year from DJ Kane, coming in averaging 11 points per game. Kane also averages 3.5 rebounds per game, and he's a key player for this ball game also. Davion Bankston comes in averaging 9 points per game, 8 points per game for Medarius Hobson, and Matt Stanley, the senior who's had a strong career for Ouachita, comes in averaging 8 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, but he is his knee is healthy right now. He's playing very, very well as of late, so we will see what he is able to do. In fact, he really had a good night the last night out. Ouachita was very close, actually had a lead late in the game against UAM, and then UAM exploded in the last 10 minutes of the contest to win by 20 against Ouachita at UAM. But we did see Stanley add 20 points and Smith had 21 in that contest the last time out for Ouachita. Of course, the Thursday games were postponed because of the snow, so Ouachita did not get a chance to play Harding here at OBU. And Ouachita has already defeated Harding twice, so tough to lose the opportunity to play that game Thursday night. We'll see if it's going to be rescheduled. We're just about ready for action. So I'm going to turn it over to the voice of the arena. That is Dr. Casey Model on PA. He's going to be announcing the starting lineups here in just a moment. We'll get the lineups for Ouachita and for Southern Arkansas in this GAC game. An unusual season because of COVID, but the teams, the players, their families all responding well, and there are a lot of family members here in the arena. You can't let everybody in, so the student body isn't allowed to come in. But we hope that a lot of students are watching this, as well as many other folks who are interested in Ouachita basketball and, frankly, Southern Arkansas University basketball as well. And we do see a number of family members here, and that's going to liven the crowd a little bit, so it won't be a dead atmosphere that the teams are playing during today's game. Here is Casey Model. So you just heard the starting lineup for Ouachita. It includes two seniors. Those are key players for Ouachita in their careers. Matt Stanley and, of course, Kendarius Smith is trying to make the 1,000-point club for the Ouachita Tigers. Got to have 30 points. Maybe he'll get that today. We'll see if he can hit the record with a huge, huge afternoon here against Southern Arkansas. One freshman, two juniors in the lineup for Ouachita. So good days ahead for Ouachita with three players that will be back for more of their career next year. But first, let's finish 2021. In this unusual season, Ouachita will play defense as we are underway, and Southern Arkansas gets started. There's a steal. Ouachita quickly. Nice passing underneath, but that pass got away. Turnover against the Tigers, so each team has a turnover. as the two teams get started statistically in the wrong category. Ouachita wants to put some pressure in the backcourt now. You're going to see Jalen Brooks get it in. He gets it into Blake Rogers, and Rogers brings it up court. Rogers sets up. Ouachita guarding. Close defense right now. SAU showing some patience, keeping the ball on the perimeter. Inside it goes, in traffic, back outside. No shots yet in the game. Here's a shot and a travel before the shot. So the shot was nullified by a second turnover against SAU. They've had the ball twice and turned it over both times. No score in the contest so far. We're just underway. The women got a victory earlier against Southern Arkansas. The women's team, which has not played many games because of COVID restrictions, quarantining, and so forth, they are getting better and better. Looked very good today. Got over 100 points in that contest. Here's Ouachita setting up offensively. Ouachita shows some patience. Nice pass inside. Stanley puts it up, but a foul is called, or is that going to be another turnover? And both teams having trouble right now. Easy basket for Stanley, but the whistle had blown because of a turnover, and so Ouachita has given it right back to SAU. Both teams have had the ball twice. Both teams have turned it over twice. Slow start for the Mule Riders and the Tigers. Good defense played by Williams at guard. Here's a drive inside and a steal. A third turnover and 3 trips for SAU. Ouachita will try to set up the offense now, get things moving. Tigers will look inside to Stanley. Stanley will drive to the basket. Nice move. Left-handed shot, no good. Tipped away, and SAU has the ball back. Still no score in the game, 18:25 left. On the perimeter it goes for Southern Arkansas. And there's a tip. Almost another turnover. Can you believe that? But SAU keeps the possession alive, down to 15 on the shot clock. Drive to the top of the key, pass inside. Here's a shot. Left-handed turn is no good. Rebound by Smith. Smith brings it down the court, looks for a three-pointer. He takes it. He'll miss that shot. Ball is tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Ouachita. Darius Smith took the three. It wouldn't go down, but SAU tipped it out. So Ouachita will keep the possession, and DJ Kane will throw it in from the sideline. Kane gets it into Williams Dunn. And now they go to Stanley, top of the key. Bankston. Cross-court pass. Open three-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Southern Arkansas. We played over 2 minutes. There is not a score yet in the game. Good defense and some mistakes offensively for each team. Here's a drive into the lane. Pass batted away by Smith, but retrieved by SAU. And now a good pass under the basket. A foul, and the basket counts. SAU's got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Making his move inside, scoring, was Devontae Brooks. Brooks doesn't shoot many threes, and so this is his game plan, to play an inside game. He made that shot, now misses the free throw, so it's 2-0 SAU. We're 2.5 minutes into the game. Williams done, over to Stanley. Ouachita will set it up. Ouachita struggling a bit to run its offense right now. Here's Smith. Back to Bankston. They're guarding the perimeter closely as Southern Arkansas. A drive inside by Williams, and shot no good. Williams Dunn was called for traveling. Another turnover against Ouachita. He ducked in to try to draw the foul, but instead was called for traveling. SAU with the ball. And a 2-point lead, 2-0 in fact. In more than 3 minutes of play, Ouachita has not scored. SAU has 2 points. Here's a drive to the lane. Nice pass, and he slams it home, and another foul. Another chance for a three-point play for Devontae Brooks. What great leaping ability he has, as he was under the basket, but instead of taking it off the glass, he just slammed it home, was fouled in the process, and goes back to the free throw line. Brooks comes in hitting only 56% from the line. He missed his only attempt so far. He's got another attempt here. He has all 4 points in the game, the only 4 points in the game for either team. This one time is up and good. And it's 5-0 SAU. So Ouachita needs to shake off the turnovers and get moving here. No scoring in over 3 minutes of play for Ouachita. On the perimeter, Ouachita looking inside. Stanley asking for the ball. Does not get it. They keep it on the perimeter. Nobody open. Now they go to Stanley. Stanley on the inside wants a foul, doesn't get it. A turnover, and SAU has it. Pass inside again, batted away, but he's there again for a shot. No good. Rebound, back up, and no good. Ouachita will fight for the rebound. SAU will get the rebound instead. Devontae Brooks missed 2 shots, but there's a 3 that goes in. The 3 from Chris Weish. Comes in averaging only 4.3 points per game. Just picked up 3, and it's 8-0 SAU. Not the start Ouachita wanted. Banks gets it over to Smith. Smith wants to drive. Pass to the corner. Here's a 3. It is no good, but a foul, and now 3 free throws will come for Ouachita's DJ Kane. Well, Ouachita needs this. Stand at the free throw line and put some points on the board. It is Southern Arkansas 8, Ouachita 0, 15:37 left in the first half, and we'll take a break as the 2 teams are in timeout. We'll be back after this.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Back to Bill Vining Arena, 15:37 left, first half. Ouachita has not scored yet. 8-0 SAU is the score, but Ouachita will have free throw opportunities. Coming to the line is DJ Kane. Kane averages 11 points a game and hits 74% from the free throw line. He is a junior from McNeil High School, Round Rock, Texas. Went to Richland College and then transferred to Ouachita. He's got another year left after this one. First shot is up and no good. Ouachita cannot find the basket right now. Substitution in for the Tigers as Leon Kalinick has checked in. Shot up, and he'll make the next one. So Ouachita is finally on the board. Over 4 minutes before they got any points today. It's 8-1. He's got one more free throw left. He was shooting a 3 when he was fouled. Shot up, and he makes the next one. Ouachita has broken the ice here. It's 8-2 SAU. Southern Arkansas has the ball. Ouachita puts a little bit of pressure on in the backcourt. SAU will bring it across. Led by Aaron Lucas. He's their big scorer. SAU looks to the inside. Nobody open, so they'll drive. Ball is loose and out of bounds, and another turnover on Southern Arkansas. Southern Arkansas leads by 6 in the game, but they have not been without their mistakes as well. So Ouachita has a nice opportunity now to cut into this. Still, obviously, very early in the game. Not as early as the score would indicate at 8-2, but still 15 minutes left in the first half. Here's Smith. He'll get it over to Williams Dunn. Williams Dunn, very active player, only a freshman. Back to Smith, the senior. Smith double teamed. Williams Dunn will shoot a 3. His shot is no good. Ball tipped and out of bounds. No, a nice save. He's got another 3-point shot. Williams Dunn makes this one. And Ouachita is now down by just 3, 8-5. Quickly down court, SAU will set up. Good shot by Williams Dunn. Pass inside. This is Brooks again. And he will take a right-handed shot this time and put it in the basket. Devontae Brooks is having quite a good start. He has 7 of the 10 points for SAU. Ouachita can't work it inside, looking for an outside shot, but they're getting double teamed. Kalinic, nice pass inside and a good reverse layup. Nice play by Devion Bankston. Bankston has his first 2 of the contest. With the ball is Aaron Lucas. He hasn't scored yet, but he's their key player. Gets it over to Weish. Weish guarded by the freshman Williams Dunn. SAU working hard, but not making progress right now against this tough Ouachita defense. And here is the guard who will throw up a shot in, and it's no good, and the ball is loose, but Ouachita will pick it up in a fast break opportunity. And driving to the basket, missing the shot, put back up and in by Bankston. Nice job by Bankston. Ouachita down by only 1 now. Drive to the basket, foul, and a basket is made. Good work by Blake Rogers on the inside. Fouled by Ouachita. This is the 3rd time that SAU has had a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. Made a shot, fouled during the shot to the free throw line goes Blake Rogers. He's a 70% shooter from the free throw line. Rogers' shot is up, and it is good. He makes the 3. And it is 12-9. Smith gets it in to Kalinic. He will shoot, no good. Rebound by Southern Arkansas. Good close shot, but it wouldn't go down. Yeah, they're correcting the score now. It is 13, not 12. They're correcting the score 13-9. In fact, I'm not sure that it's not 13-8. We're going to double check that score for you. The scoreboard is still showing 13-9. SAU with the ball. 12:45 left in the first half. Southern Arkansas sets it up offensively. Long three-point shot, no good. Fight for the rebound and a foul against Southern Arkansas. So despite the fact that Aaron Lucas has not scored yet, SAU leads in this contest. Ouachita struggled with turnovers. SAU's had a few of those. Now substitutions coming in as Charlie Thomas is going to check in for Southern Arkansas. They're also going to send into the game Victor Iriri. He's number 11 on your screen. Ouachita will send in substitutions also. We'll give you those here in a moment. Hobson, top of the key. Passes it over to Alex. Shot no good. Rebound by Southern Arkansas. Scariolo has checked in for Ouachita, so some backups in the game. Smith still in there, the senior, the leader for the Ouachita Tigers. 13-9 is still officially the score. Pass to the inside. Now back outside. An open three-point shot is good. Nice shooting. As soon as he got it, Blake Rogers knew he wanted the shot. He took it, and he made it. 16-9. Ouachita in need of a bucket. Pass. Back up. Shot. Nice bounce, and Smith is on the board. Darius Smith scores. It's a two-point shot. Ouachita down by 5. SAU with the ball. Aaron Lucas with the possession. Top of the key, he wants to drive. Well covered by Ouachita, though. The defense for Ouachita at times has just been outstanding. Here's a good pass on the inside, though. Beautiful pass and an open dunk by Charlie Thomas. Goodness. 18-11 is the score. Ouachita sets it up offensively. Need to get something going. Scariolo's shot. In and out. It just wouldn't stay in. Rebounded by Southern Arkansas. Defensive rebounding for SAU has been pretty impressive. This is Lucas back outside looking for an open three. Back drive to the inside. Nice pass, but now a turnover. and Ouachita has the possession. Scariolo wants to drive in traffic. His shot is good, and the basket counts. There's the break Ouachita needed. And we're going to have a break in the action. 10:40 left. We're in the first half. SAU 18, Ouachita 13, and a free throw coming for Ouachita when we come back after this.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
He was fouled on that layup. Nice move by Scariolo, and so he's to the free throw line. Redshirt freshman hits 68% from the free throw line. We'll see if he can add to that mark here. Get Ouachita to within 4 points. It's 18-13, SAU leading. Just over 10 minutes, 10:40 I guess, left in the first half. Shot up and no good. Ball tipped and rolling out of bounds. They're going to give that to SAU. Ouachita makes another substitution during that break as Kobe Dunlap has checked in. Good three-point shooter. See if he gets a chance to make a three next time down the court. But SAU has the ball right now, led by Aaron Lucas. Lucas wants to drive, covered by Smith. He will make it to the lane, passes back outside, open. Three-point shot is in. Wow, he set up Jalen Brooks, and Brooks made the shot. His first points of the day, hits a three. Lucas has not scored yet, but he's piling up some assists now, driving inside and passing out. Hobson for Ouachita gets it to Smith. Smith, the only starter still in the game right now. Scariolo passes. Ooh, he traveled. Yeah, move the pivot foot, and Ouachita has another turnover. Those are piling up here in the first half against Ouachita. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Not a lot, just to make Lucas work a little bit. Working against Smith. Makes it across the half-court line. Still guarded closely by Smith. Cross-court pass and open three-point shot. No good this time. Rebound. Loose ball picked up by Kalenich, and he'll get it out to Ouachita and Scariolo. Here's the drive. Smith. Jump shot is good. He's got four. 21-15. Jump shot underneath the basket. No big offensive rebound, though. Up and no good. Tipped out again, but Ouachita will come up with it with Hobson, and he is fouled. Medarius Hobson fouled on the play. Not a shooting foul, though. Lucas, though, has 2 fouls now. Goodness. He's a key player for SAU and now has 2 fouls with 9:11 left in the first half. Checking in for SAU is Tyler Garrett. Lucas will check out with those 2 fouls. Scariolo brings it up to court. Ouachita sets up. Down by 6. Hobson Darius Hobson takes the jump shot. 2-point shot is good. Excellent shooting by Hobson. His first points of the game. And it's 21-17. Ouachita playing defense, down by 4. Turnaround shot off the glass, but not near the basket. Rebound by Kalinick. And Ouachita will set up again. A chance to cut into this lead, make it a 2, even a 1-point game. Dunlap is not open for the 3. He'll go back to the top of the key. Scariola gets it out. There is an open shot. Dunlap, cannot make it go, but a rebound up and in by Kalinick. Nice play. Offensive rebound and basket. 2-point game now. Ouachita showing some life after kind of a rusty start today. SAU setting up offensively. A little bit slower this time without Lucas in the game. Brooks was a force in the early portions of the game. Hasn't had the ball much lately. Jump shot no good, and Ouachita gets the rebound. Ouachita can tie it with a 2, take the lead with a 3. SAU had a shutout going for a while, but now Ouachita's got a chance. Here's a drive to the basket and a block. Nice play by Jalen Brooks. Southern Arkansas looking now to extend its lead after that nice block. It looked like Kalinick, who had a chance to tie the game, but his shot was blocked. 3-point shot, no good this time. Rebound by Ouachita. Scariolo comes down with it. Hobson drives on the inside. His shot no good. He fights for his own rebound and gets it back outside. Dunlop, it is good. A 3-point shot. Yeah, you got to love that. Born to shoot the 3. Ouachita with the 22-21 lead. At the point right now for SAU is Dodge Brown. He'll get it inside. This is Brooks. Devontae Brooks turn, jump shot, no good. Rebound goes to Dunlop. Ouachita. Scariolo wants to shoot. Shot is up and good. Ouachita on a roll. .6:34 left. We're in the first half. Ouachita 24, SAU 21. We'll be back after this. Ouachita's jumped out to a lead after a slow start this afternoon. It is Ouachita Baptist University 24, Southern Arkansas University 21 with 6:34 left. Here before halftime at Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. SAU has defeated Ouachita 3 times this year. Of course, it's an unusual COVID year, so sometimes when teams are quarantined, you just look for somebody to play, and it's an unusual number of times Ouachita and SAU have played. This is the first time they played in Arkadelphia, and so far it's agreeing with the Tigers. Up by 3. SAU with the ball. Tyler Garrett brings the ball down the court and gets set up. Ouachita has a substitution as Lawrence Nero is checked in for the Tigers. Turnaround shot in the lane, no good. Kalinick fights for the rebound, but it will go to Ouachita. Coming up with it was Hobson. Scariolo has played really well. He'll hand the ball off, and they'll send it around the perimeter. Top of the key, Kalinick. Scariolo wants to drive under the basket. Nice pass down the baseline. And now Dunlap will get it over to Scariolo. A 3-point shot from the corner will not fall. Rebound goes to Devontae Brooks of SAU. SAU brings it down court, playing without their leading scorer, Aaron Lucas. He has 2 fouls and has checked out of the game for a while. Ouachita playing well defensively. Tigers have played about 10 different players so far in the game. As usual, they do play a lot of guys off the bench, and the bench players have created this lead. Shot blocked by Scariolo, but now a rebound and a shot. No good. Ouachita with a rebound again. Kalenich coming up with it. And the Tigers can add to a 3-point lead. Now a fight for the basketball, and let's see. Are we going to have a jump ball or a foul? I think we're going to have a foul. SAU came up with the steal and then the foul on Ouachita. That's the 5th team foul against Ouachita. SAU has 4. First foul of the game against Medarius Hobson. Now a steal. Ouachita takes it away. Here's Nero. He wants to drive in traffic. Shot up and good. Excellent shot under pressure. And Ouachita has a 5-point lead at 26-21. Tyler Garrett. This offense for SAU works more slowly when Aaron Lucas is not in the ballgame. Here's a pass, though, to Brooks, who's had a good first half. He drives, he shoots. Left-handed shot, no good. Another rebound by Ouachita. Hobson gets it. On the perimeter, Scariolo to Hobson. Jump shot. He was open for the shot, but missed it. Rebound to SAU. Coming down with it was Jalen Brooks. Keep it on the perimeter, looking for a shot. Here's a jump shot, running shot, no good. And a fight for the rebound. I think Ouachita may have fouled as Southern Arkansas got Jalen Brooks in position for an offensive rebound, and the foul was called against the Tigers. Substitutions coming in as Ouachita will send Smith back into the game, along with him, Devion Bankston. SAU will throw it in. 4:15 left. Ouachita holds a 4-point lead at 25-21. Good defense by Nero. He takes the ball away. Nice steal. He'll drive to the basket. His shot is good. No foul. He wanted one, but he did get the bucket. What a nice job off the bench for Lorenz Nero. 3:54 left. Ouachita looking good at 29-21. SAU with the ball. That's Dodge Brown getting it inside to Brooks. 28-21 is the score. Jump shot, no good. Kalenich there. I'm just going to have to look at my monitor instead of the scoreboard. We're losing a few lights there. Shot up and blocked out of bounds. New scoreboard on the way. Not here yet. Foul on Southern Arkansas. To the line will go Bankston. Media timeout, so we're going to take a break. Ouachita 28, SAU 21. We'll be back after this. Shot by Bankston is up and good. The replay you just saw was Nero. He's had 2 acrobatic shots to the inside. He made both shots. Really wanted to foul on the second one. Didn't get the foul call, but he made the bucket. And now Bankston makes a free throw. He's got one more coming. He's the leading scorer so far in the game for Ouachita with 5 points. Missed that one. SAU got the rebound from Dodge Brown. But Ouachita now leads at 29-21. SAU not shooting well here as of late. They work inside and travel. Turning it over as Jalen Brooks. Ouachita has the ball right back. There's Nero with the basketball. Young man played in high school at Lake Hamilton. Went to community college and came to Ouachita. Pass inside, beautiful pass, and an easy bucket for Ouachita's outstanding senior, Matt Stanley. Ouachita leads by 10. Ouachita got hot just as the shooting went cold for SAU, and it has paid off. A big 10-point lead here at Bill Vining Arena. Southern Arkansas sets it up. Brooks over to Weish. Now to the corner. 3-point shot in and out. No good. And another defensive rebound by Ouachita. That's Bankston this time. Here's Nero. He wants to drive, but he'll pass it back outside. Nero now a long 3-point shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Southern Arkansas. It's Jalen Brooks that came down with it. Dodge Brown gets it ahead. A layup opportunity blocked by Stanley. SAU keeps the possession alive. Good play by Stanley. Prevent that layup. Back inside it goes to Brooks. He's tough on the inside, and he is fouled as he went up. Never got the shot off. But it is a 2-shot foul. To the free throw line goes Devontae Brooks. He's not a good free throw shooter. 56% on the year, but he's a fine player, averaging 13.8 points per game, 7.7 rebounds per game. He really plays well around the basket. Doesn't shoot many threes. Shot up and good. Free throws about as far out as he's going to shoot. He's 1 for 3 on 3-point shots this year. Got another shot coming. Up and good. And Ouachita with the possession. Here's Smith, the senior. Has 4 points so far today. Means he needs 26 more to reach 1,000 for his career. He'll drive back outside. Nero will drive to the basket. He's got another basket. He is so good in traffic, and that time he ran past the traffic, got the open left-handed layup. Ten-point lead for Ouachita, 33-23. Pass inside, ball loose, picked up, shot no good. Fight for the basketball, out of bounds on Ouachita. SAU will keep the possession. Dodge Brown will throw it in. SAU will set it up. They have not brought Aaron Lucas back in the game after he got his second foul several minutes ago. Pass back to the outside. Now an open 3-point shot, but it's missed. Rebound to Ouachita. Kane came up with this time, passes it over to Smith. Smith wants to drive. Now he'll back up, shoot the 3. It is no good, and SAU got the rebound. Brooks came down with it. Dodge Brown can really move quickly. Pass inside, shot good, and a foul. Goodness. Good pass, set up the basket for Jalen Brooks. And now he'll have a chance at a 3-point play. He is also not a good free throw shooter at 51% on the year. 8-point lead for Ouachita, less than a minute to play in the first half. Ouachita had such a slow start to this game. But my goodness, they have come back strong. Tigers looking good, or I'd say about the last 15 minutes of this first half. First 5 were kind of brutal. Shot up and good. SAU is going to send Charlie Thomas back into the game. Brooks will have a breather for the last minute of the first half, or at least for a few moments. Ouachita with the possession. Tigers set it up, leading by 7. Nero under pressure. He'll get it across the court. Smith, he wants to drive. He'll pass it back outside. Ouachita not in a hurry. Still 11 seconds left on the shot clock. Pass to Matt Stanley. He'll drive to the inside. His shot, though, is blocked. And Dodge Brown has it for SAU. Brown wants to drive. He is in traffic back outside. That's a good pass, an open three, but the shot is missed. SAU, though, got the rebound, and they'll set it up for another 3. Ouachita got this rebound. Good work by Smith, and Ouachita can hold it for the last shot. 9 seconds left. Nero wants to shoot. 1 second. Shot up, no good. That'll do it for the first half. What a first half it was. Slow start for the Tigers, but a strong finish. Ouachita 33 and Southern Arkansas 26. We have reached halftime, and I'll be back after this.
Everything in life is about communication and language. And that's what we do in the School of Humanities at Ouachita. In the Department of Language and Literature, we've got outstanding students who are English majors and Spanish majors. In the Department of Communications, our communications and media majors have a number of emphases that they choose from. Strategic communications, multimedia journalism, sports media, communication studies, and a special approach in which we just talk to a student, figure out what courses they need, and help them put it together on the spot. One of the things that we've done with our new emphases is really give students a major opportunity to work outside of class, because you get better at communications by doing the work. So we've got students who are working in a television studio to put programming together. We've got students who in sports media are out doing live streaming and broadcasting of games, and doing a lot of sports work for the other publications like the printed newspaper and the yearbook, which win major awards every year. And then our online version of the newspaper is really the newspaper of the future.
My experience in the School of Humanities has been super special. I feel like the professors are really hands-on, and they would always help me maximize my time here.
They gave me lots of different opportunities. I got to host the sports show, did lots of writing, lots of sports journalism, a lot of color commentating for different sports. And that not only taught me how to actually do the job that I do now, but I also got to turn around and put it on my resume, which looked great.
Most Spanish majors at Ouachita major in more than one area, and we've designed the curriculum purposefully to allow that to happen, because whether you're in business and Christian studies, whatever your major might be, if you've got Spanish as a background, it's going to help you in many, many ways. One of the great things about English as a major is it helps you become a critical thinker. If you want to teach, that's great. We'll help you become a secondary English teacher. We'll help you become a college professor. But if your interest is really in publications, if your interest is in editing, we'll certainly work with you in that area also. Our English majors are very much career-oriented, and they work together with a very fine faculty to produce one of the very few bilingual literary publications.
Working on my degree plan with my professors, I was able to soon realize that, wow, I'm able to do more than I thought I was able to. I was able to add another major, and I didn't even know coming into college that I was able to do that. And I was able to study abroad in Spain to really become more fluent in Spanish, which was one of my majors. And so I don't think I would have had the same opportunities elsewhere.
The number of jobs in communications is actually increasing greatly. A lot of that is in the world of public relations, a lot of that is in the world of advertising, and a lot of that is based on particular skills that you develop while you're in college. All of those that we put together are based on increasing a skill level for our students, so they'll have a wide range of jobs they can apply for.
I think Ouachita is distinct from a lot of other schools. Ouachita gives you so many opportunities for not only your education and your academic growth, but your spiritual and your personal growth.
You're getting a very well-rounded degree. You'll absolutely be prepared if you get a degree from the humanities school.
Back at Bill Vining Arena, it is Ouachita 33, Southern Arkansas 26 here at halftime. Well, why wouldn't you come to Ouachita and major in the humanities, right? English education, Spanish, communications, all kinds of different variations of all of those majors. We Hope that you'll consider Ouachita, consider Humanities, or any of the other schools. Ouachita really, really does it right. Hope you'll consider Ouachita as a place to be. Stats look like this. Ouachita 33-26. That's the most important stat, the score at halftime. And I tell you what, it is truly impressive that Ouachita was able to come back after such a slow start. Field goals, Ouachita 14 of 32, 9 of 31. We mentioned that SAU really hit a cold streak midway through the first half, and they really did. Only 9 of 31 field goal shooting in the first half. Field goal percentage then only 29% for SAU and 43.8% for Ouachita. From three-point range, neither team shooting very well. 2 for 11 for Ouachita, 3 for 11 for SAU. That's only 18% for the Tigers, 27% for SAU. Free throws, 3 for 6 for the Tigers, 5 for 6 for SAU. So those percentages look a little bit better for Southern Arkansas, but not that many free throws shot. Ouachita has 19 rebounds to 8 for SAU. That would not have been true halfway through the first half, but Ouachita really did much better on the defensive boards in the second 10 minutes. Ouachita finished with 15 defensive rebounds to 13 for Southern Arkansas. Southern Arkansas did have the lead in offensive rebounds, 5-4. This is Jeff Root. Joining me is Chris Babb. Chris, Ouachita really came on strong after an awfully slow start this afternoon.
Yeah, you're down 8-1. I believe the first free throw Ouachita had was after the first media timeout. So under the 16-minute mark, you're down 8-1. And since that, Ouachita really got in a flow offensively, 33-26. That means over that last 15-plus minutes of the second half, you outscore Southern Arkansas 32 to 18. And so it was a good back half of the second half for the Tigers. Got some stops defensively, got some defensive rebounds, and kept Southern Arkansas from building on that early lead.
Southern Arkansas really came into some cold shooting, and that also coincided with their leading scorer, Aaron Lucas, getting into a bit of foul trouble coming off the court when he got his second foul midway through the first half. He did not score in the first half, and we're talking about a guy who hits 44% from three-point range. They really missed him when he left the court.
Yeah, when you have that much offensive production not in the lineup, that's got to come from somewhere else. And so other guys who are not usually counted on for that percentage of scoring for that team, or that much scoring in a half, you've got to be able to get that production from somewhere. And so far, they have not been able to get that production from the lineup yet. I expect to see Brooks come back in the game, Lucas come back in the game. They decided to hold him for the entire rest of the first half, down by 7 points. They probably believe that that's a lead that they can overcome. This is a Southern Arkansas team that's battling for that top spot in the GAC East, as the conference tournament will be held kind of different. Southern Arkansas is trying to battle for one of those top seeds, which will end up getting you home court advantage in the GAC tournament that normally has been in Bartlesville, Oklahoma. But obviously, with COVID protocol, it's not going to be in one place. It's going to be at the higher seed. The 1 and 2 seeds from each side of that tournament will get a bye in the first round. 6 will play at 3, 5 will play at 4 among each division. So the 6 from the quote-unquote Arkansas side will go to the 3, and then the winner of that would go to the west side division, the West Division 2 seed. So they will mix up the divisions after that quarterfinal round. But it will be a very different conference tournament, not in one place. But everybody does make the conference tournament. If you're playing at the right time of the year, then maybe you can make some noise.
Chris, it appears that the home court advantage really makes a difference, even though you can't fill up the arena with a bunch of students right now. Still, Ouachita playing very well here against Southern Arkansas, a team they've already lost to 3 times, all 3 of those in Magnolia.
Yeah, I have a couple of these, Davion Bankston and Badarius Hobbs in class, and I said, well, guys, you played more games at W.T. Watson Athletic Center than you have at Bill Vining Arena. Because at that point, they had played 3 games at Southern Arkansas and only played 1 or 2 here. And so, just a very unique – it's been a strange year all around. Then you had this last week with Snowmageddon, Snowpocalypse, whatever you want to call it. I saw one of the coaching friend whose team couldn't go to their conference tournament call it Snowvid-21 instead of COVID-19. But it's just been a strange year where you play 3 games in one gym. And you mentioned it a couple of times earlier. There was one game where Ouachita and Southern Arkansas just picked each other up because Ouachita was supposed to go to Russellville to play Arkansas Tech. Southern Arkansas was supposed to play Harding. Harding and Tech couldn't play, so Ouachita and Southern Arkansas said, hey, let's just play it, the non-conference game. That's the one non-conference game Ouachita has on its record. But it's been a very different year. But home court can make a difference, especially for a younger team. You're more used to shooting in your own gym, even though it may be not a full crowd. You're used to the locker room. You're sleeping in your own bed. All those things that you're used to, if there is such thing as a routine and a rhythm this year, you're used to the rims. You're used to the setting. And so, you would think it would be an interesting study this year of all years to take a look at all levels, what the advantages of home court advantage may be. What are the records? Do the road teams win more this year because teams don't have the built-in home court advantage? But to your point, I believe there is an advantage to playing at home just because of the familiarity with the surrounding.
One thing I find fascinating about the Ouachita team, Chris, is that they really play a lot of people, and they have balanced scoring. Ouachita has 33 points here at halftime. No player has more than 6.
Yeah, and it's come from different players. Usually K.D. Smith is the leading scorer on the team. He only has 4. It's been Lorenz Nero with 6. And 2 of those were in steals and transition. He's been able to get some of those layups. You saw a couple of those replays from during that first half. But, yeah, it has been spread around, and you got to have that. I know Coach Nutt was earlier in the season was really hoping to get a lot more from his bench. And tonight he's been able to get that.
All right, 33-26 is the score here at halftime. Before we take another break, tell me about the Ouachita Sports Digital Network and the work of your students, not just today, but throughout this spring semester. They're going to be a very busy crew since Ouachita is playing all but football here in the same semester.
That's right. I've been proud of the students. We've got about 7 or 8 students helping us today. Last week we had 12 working on a weekend where we had weather changes and last-minute changes and basketball games that weren't scheduled on Friday afternoon. But we've got a good group of students that we've got some behind the camera today. We've got 4 or 5 out in the trailer. We've got James Jolly and Alex Rowe that have been inside today. Bates Yoakum is one of the assistants with the athletic communications office. The student assistant, Luke Robertson, has been helping with our replay and the message board on the LED, the scorers table. Matthew Branch, Katie Hatchett, Chris McQuistion, Brock Ingold in the trailer today running audio and graphics and replay and directing and twitching. So it's a crew that enjoys what we do. We get, as you've noticed, every once in a while we'll have a bug with the score bug, and those things frustrate us because we want everything to be just perfect. As Katie said one time last year, the neatest thing I think we've done was found out we were not going to be able to broadcast the Ouachita-Henderson football game in the fall of 2019. So on Tuesday of that week, we said, how about we do an hour-long live show? So we planned that in 2 or 3 days, and from that, when we were doing that, we said, can we do this? Can we do this? And Katie Hatchett from Shreveport, Louisiana, Bossier, Shreveport, it's all the same to us. It's not to them. But anyway, Katie said, hey, if ESPN can't do it, why can't we? And so if you kind of take that attitude and just try to do new things and try to make it work, and that's what it's good for the students. That's why we're proud of our students in this program being able to have the opportunity and administration that supports it, the opportunity to try things and say, hey, let's see if something can work. And they've done some great work. Proud of.
Chris, I got here during the women's game. You were calling the game, of course, a victory for the Ouachita Tigers women's team. But when I arrived, I opened the door of the trailer, walked in, and there were 4 students running the show. You got to be proud of that. You can step in the booth and do a little play-by-play and let them run the show from the trailer. I was impressed.
Yeah, no doubt. They did a great job. I think that was Matthew's first basketball game to direct. Katie was on the switcher. Chris has run the replay the last few games, and Brock running audio. We said, hey, we've got man down. Jeff and I are going to have to go up to the booth and do some split announcing duties, and you got it. And they're like, sure, let's do it. So I've been really proud of them. It's been done a great job.
Of course, we're excited about all of the sports that will be live streaming this spring. In the fall, we'll be back to football, and there's something new going on. Are we calling it a Jumbotron? What's our name for that big screen in the scoreboard area now?
I think it's actually a different brand, but there is a new video board at Cliff Harris Stadium, which will be fun for the fans, for the fan experience, be able to have some graphics running on that. So that's fun. Our students will have somewhat of an experience in that. But, yeah, this is before we get to the fall, this is a busy spring. We were supposed to have soccer yesterday, basketball today. Next week we'll have baseball, basketball, and you got baseball, basketball, softball, soccer. both men and women. Basketball, of course, both men and women. And volleyball, we'll be back on a volleyball broadcast this next Tuesday night as Washita and Henderson play. So it is a busy spring, and then when we get to the fall, we'll be back to the normal, knock on wood, the football, volleyball, soccer broadcast, and it will be fun at Cliff Harris Stadium again next fall.
Well, we hope for some nice outdoor sport weather coming up maybe as soon as next week.
Yeah, we have not had that this week for sure.
No, it has been an unusual
Unless
week.
we're broadcasting the Winter Olympics.
We may have to start some Winter Olympics games. I think there was plenty of sledding and skiing going on campus even today.
There was.
All right, so Washita leads it by 7 at halftime. We got just a little over a minute before we start the second half, and so we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with second half action after this. Second half action coming your way. Washita 33, Southern Arkansas 26. As we're just about to get underway, Washita has the first possession in the second half. The starting lineup back out there for the Tigers. Bankston, Williams-Dunn, Stanley. We also see Kane out there for the Washita Tigers, along with their senior leader, K.D. Smith. SAU will send back out Aaron Lucas for his first action for a little while. He had foul trouble in the first half, and that was part of the key to their bad shooting that gave Washita an opportunity, and Washita took that opportunity to have a nice halftime lead of 7 points. Tigers with the first possession. We're underway now in the second half. Williams-Dunn, the freshman. On the perimeter, they look inside for Stanley. Cross-court pass instead, a three-point shot. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Brooks for SAU, that being Devontae Brooks. He had a good first half with 9 points to lead his team. Now Lucas will get it to the top of the key. Rogers, inside pass, trying to get it to Brooks. The ball is loose. Williams-Dunn will pick it up. Now Bankston has it. Down court it goes. DJ Kane, alley-oop, and it's a slam dunk by Smith. K.D. Smith with a beautiful dunk. Oh, we're going to have a replay there. Coming at you here in a few moments. Pass inside, gets away, and SAU will keep the possession. Washita up by 9. SAU will have the ball. Aaron Lucas will throw it in. Got a break in the action, and we are waiting. I think we had perhaps a shot clock issue. Going to adjust the shot clock, or the game clock. It's down to 19. Now they get it fixed, and we're back to action. SAU sets up, trailing Washita by 9. Driving to the basket, and a foul under the basket is called. Driving inside was Chris Weish. He is fouled by Stanley, blocking foul. First team foul of the half. Second foul on Stanley. Brooks will throw it in again. Here we go. Back to action. Or Lucas, I should say, will throw it in. SAU tries to set it up. Lucas is quick point guard, but he'll pass the ball again. Now Brooks, tough inside player. Left-handed shot. It's good. He is so good in the lane, natural left-hander, and he made it. Double figures now for Brooks, the first player today in double figures for either team. K.D. Smith backs up, looks inside for Stanley. Now outside to Stanley. Stanley drives to the basket. Reverse layup will not fall, and SAU with the rebound. 7-point lead for Ouachita. Mule Riders with the basketball. Lucas lost it, and a kicking will turn the ball over to Ouachita, I believe. I think that's the signal he gave. Yes, Ouachita will have the possession. Turnover against Southern Arkansas. Southern Arkansas has had some issues with turnovers. Ouachita sets it up with Williams Dunn, freshman guard. Smith, the senior, with the ball now on the left side. He'll cross the court, look inside, know where to go. Pass inside now, turnaround shot is up and no good by Stanley. In traffic, couldn't get it to go down. Ouachita still leads it by 7. Second half action. Here's Aaron Lucas. Pass inside. Shot under the basket. No good. Rebound by that is Bankston with the rebound. Kane now with the ball. Bringing it up. Setting it up for the Tigers. Kane, a three-point shot. No good. Rebound and batted around, and then it SAU that comes down with it. That's Chris Weish. SAU not off to a fast start. Ouachita not either. Both teams struggled to get started in the first half. Three-point shot, though, is good. Left open for just a moment. A three-point shot by Aaron Lucas goes in. Ouachita in the half court. A drive, loose ball. Smith picks it up. Now Williams Dunn will drive. He'll bounce the ball out of bounds, and he is called for the turnover, and Ouachita will give it right back to Southern Arkansas. Checking in will be Kalinich. Inside player. Checking out will be Stanley. SAU with the ball. They'll hand it to Aaron Lucas, who will bring it up the court. He wants to drive. He is in the lane. Left-handed shot, no good. Rebound by Kalinich. Williams Dunn brings it up the court. Here's a drive. Reverse layup. Acrobatic, but not good. And rebounded by Southern Arkansas. 4-point lead now for Ouachita. Offense has been a little hard to come by here in the second half for the Tigers. Turnaround shot. Left-handed shot, no good. But a rebound back up and no good. Rebound again. Fighting for the ball. And a foul's called. I thought we might see a jump ball. Instead, it's a foul called. Really working hard on the inside, Jalen Brooks and Devontae Brooks. Kane was called for the foul. That's his first. Second team foul on Ouachita here in the second half, and we will take a break. 15:49 left in the basketball game this afternoon. Ouachita 35, Southern Arkansas 31. We'll be back after this.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
What a great dunk. What a great dunk by Smith. On his way to 1,000 points for his career. Only the 16th Ouachita player to ever reach that mark. He's on his way. Don't think he'll get there today, but he's going to definitely get there before the end of this season. And what a great alley-oop dunk by Smith. SAU to the free throw line. Jalen Brooks to the free throw line. Brooks is only a 51% free throw shooter coming into the action today. Shot up and good. The jinx in reverse. And now trying to take a look, make sure that Smith is not scratched and bleeding. And apparently he's okay, not going to have to leave the game. Brooks has one more shot coming. His shot is up and good. So it's a 2-point lead for Ouachita. Tigers with the basketball. Still lots of time left in this contest, almost 16 minutes. Williams Dunn in some trouble. He'll get it to his teammate Bankston. Now Bankston, or that's Smith, I should say. Smith gets it to Bankston. Back to Smith. Ouachita spreading out the defense, but not finding anywhere to penetrate yet. Here's Bankston in a lot of traffic. His shot is no good. Batted up in the air, and Smith comes down with it for Ouachita. Here is Williams Dunn. Back to Kane, inside to Kalenich. His shot no good. Rebounded by Southern Arkansas. SAU, if they make a three, will take the lead in this game after Ouachita led by 7 at halftime. Lucas passes outside. Here's a drive to the basket. Now they'll back up, try to start over. Still 15 on the shot clock. He'll drive into the lane. Ball gets away, but a foul is called on Ouachita. Driving to the basket was Blake Rogers, and he was fouled. It is a 2-shot foul. He was in the act of shooting. So Blake Rogers goes to the line. He's a 70% shooter. Hasn't shot all that many free throws for a guard on the year, but he'll shoot 2 now. Shot up and good. He's got another one coming. This would cut the Ouachita lead. It did cut the Ouachita lead to only 1. A score correction there. Shot up and good. And it's a tie game at 35. Tie game at 35. Scoreboard says 35 for Ouachita, 35 for Southern Arkansas. Bankston, nice pass to the inside and off the glass and in the basket for Kalenich. Ouachita recaptures the lead. 37-35. Lucas, really good-looking guard, will drive again. He'll pass back outside. Good ball movement for Southern Arkansas, but the shot is no good. They have struggled with shooting today. Ouachita with the rebound, an opportunity for Smith, but he'll back up and set up the offense. Kane, 3-point shot. He nailed it. He nailed it. Ouachita has a 5-point lead again. SAU came back and tied it, and Ouachita came back with 5 straight. Shot no good. Ouachita with the rebound. They have answered the call here. Back to a 5-point Ouachita lead. Tigers with the basketball. It's K.D. Smith. He'll back up. Spin move by Kane. Ball got away. Ooh, off of Ouachita, and the Tigers have turned it over. SAU has the ball back. Darius Hobson will check in. Bankston will check out. This is Lucas with the basketball. And a steal. K.D. Smith with a steal. He will drive to the basket, wants to dunk, but he's fouled on the way up. He's okay, but his teammates are going to run to him and make sure of that. The senior leader was going in for a slam dunk, was fouled from behind, I believe. That is the call. Brooks with the foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. Good to see that he's okay. He was driving in for what looked like would be a collision and a slam dunk, but he was hit actually from behind and fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. Did hit the court hard, though. Right in front of Deborah Root, who's on a camera down there. He's stretching his right arm a bit. We'll hope that shoulder is okay. And we'll have a break in the action. They're going to check on Smith, make sure he's okay, and we'll have a break. 13-18 left, second half. Ouachita 40, Southern Arkansas 35. We'll be back after this. All right, it looks like we're going to keep it right here. We're going to look and see if the officials want to look at the monitor on the sideline. So far, they are talking to each other and not doing that, but let's see. I have an obscured view from here of part of the bench. The officials are going to talk to the coaches now. And of course, we don't know, but it was a foul from behind on an attempted slam dunk, so I guess we're going to make sure that it wasn't some kind of an intentional flagrant foul. The officials are talking to the Southern Arkansas coach, also talking to Ouachita's coach, Dennis Nutt. They are not asking to look at a replay as of yet. A lot of discussion. Ouachita is headed back out onto the court. Not really arguing so much as just informing and explaining. I don't see anything that looks problematic. Smith appears to be okay. He's set to shoot free throws. Stretching a little bit. Court doesn't have much give to it. He came down hard. But he's on the line. So KD Smith, the senior leader for Ouachita, on the line after being fouled as he was going up for a slam dunk. The two-shot foul. Shot up and good. He's got one more coming. So Smith is okay and keeps his march toward 1,000 points. One more shot coming up and good. Ouachita extends its lead by 2, 7-point contest, just like it was at halftime. SAU came back and tied it after trailing by 7 at halftime, but Ouachita stretched it back out to a 42-35 lead. Here's Lucas. He wants to drive on Smith. Ball got away, but he retrieved it. Now inside, a nice move, and Brooks slams it home. Devontae Brooks is having quite a basketball game today. 5-point lead for Ouachita. Pass inside. Lenich in traffic. Turnaround shot up and good. Nice play. Nice play. The young man from Croatia. 6'9", 225. Beautiful turnaround shot. Southern Arkansas almost threw it away. Hobson nearly got the steal. Pass inside in traffic. This is Brooks. He'll pass it. Three-point shot is open, taken, and missed. Rebound goes to Smith. Smith directing traffic. We'll get it to Kalinich. He'll drive inside, wants to take the shot. Left-handed shot, no good. Tip up and in, but no good, but a foul. And Ouachita will send, I believe it's Hobson, to the free throw line. Darius Hobson it is, to the free throw line for Ouachita. Darius Hobson to the line. Shot up and no good. One more coming. Shot up and good. Ouachita leads it now by 8, 45-37. Lucas with the basketball. Stymied by this Ouachita defense has been Lucas and his own foul trouble. Good defensive work by Kane. Now a pass inside, batted away, and Ouachita comes away with it. Now Ouachita will turn it over and foul in the process of trying to get it back. A little bit of a helter-skelter action there. And Ouachita ends that with a foul. We're going to take a break. 11:43 left. Second half action. Ouachita 45, SAU 37. We'll be back after this.
It's an ordinary day. Stephanie's driving home from school, like she does every day. Since she's almost home, she takes a quick glance at her phone, like she does every day. She arrives safely, like she does every day. It's another ordinary day. But then, something out of the ordinary happens. Distracted driving kills.
In the number 2 position on our top 30 countdown this week, here's In Your Hands. Hey, are you trying to kill us both?
What?
Are you aware that on average there are almost 10 texting and driving deaths each day?
No, that's awful.
Yeah, it is awful, so don't do it. The text can wait.
Thanks.
Anytime. And now...
Remember, the text can wait.
Wichita 45, SAU 37, 11:43 left here in the second half. Wichita got a win in the women's game, scored over 100 points in that contest. The women's team really coming along after a late start because of COVID. And the men's team looking for a victory here at home against Southern Arkansas, a team they lost to 3 times in Magnolia already this year. SAU will throw it in. Southern Arkansas has not shot very well today, and they've had turnover problems as well. Wichita on defense, where they have really played very well today. Here's Lucas, drives to the inside, pass back outside, beautiful pass, open 3, and it is good. That shot by Blake Rogers makes it a 5-point game. Wichita with the possession. Williams Dunn with the basketball, number 0. Hobson. They stay on the perimeter, look to the inside. Trying to get the ball to Kalinic, who's had a good game. And they do get it to him. He drives to the basket. Left-handed layup is perfect. Beautiful passing, good spacing, and Wichita gets an easy 2. 7-point lead again. Here's Lucas. Very quick point guard. To the inside, pass back outside. An open 3-point shot is no good. Kalinic with the rebound. Wichita with the possession. 7-point lead and the basketball. 10.5 minutes left in the game. Smith drives to the inside. His shot is off the glass and good. KD Smith with the points. Lucas down the court, lost his footing and lost it out of bounds. And it's good to see that he's okay. He hit the floor hard also, trying to drive inside. Lost his footing. Did a little sliding, like we've seen a lot of in the snow this week. Ball sailed out of bounds, out on SAU. Wichita has a 9-point lead now as they've corrected the score. 49-40. 9-point lead and the ball. Back and a shot, no good. Rebound by Southern Arkansas. Maybe that's an 8-point lead. We've got lights out right there, don't we? Jump shot is good. Shot from the outside, that's a 3. It is a 6-point lead now. It is 49-43. Smith wants to drive. Running jump shot is good. KD Smith, what a great job. What a great job. Wichita at 51 now, 8-point lead over Southern Arkansas. Oh, Lucas, beautiful move. Just a beautiful move, and he's got an easy 2. Split 2 defenders and was alone at the basket. 6-point lead now, Wichita with the ball. Both offenses starting to heat up, and there's a foul on Brooks. That helps. One of the real differences in the game is points off turnovers. Wichita has 15 points off SAU turnovers. SAU has only 3 points off Ouachita turnovers. OBU has turned it over 6 times. Southern Arkansas 13 times in the game. Hobson with the ball on the wing. Top of the key, jump shot, it's good. 3-point shot by Smith, who is suddenly on fire. SAU. Ooh, there's a travel. Another turnover on Southern Arkansas. Another turnover on SAU. Victor Iriri has checked out of the game. Checking back in is Blake Rogers for SAU. Kalinich hands it off. Now a jump shot, three-point range, no good. Rebound. Oh, they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Ouachita. Yeah, pushing off under the basket on Hobson. That's his fourth foul. And the fifth team foul on Ouachita in this half. Ouachita's going to put some pressure on. As I say, you will throw it in. Full court pressure applied by Ouachita. Now they'll back up a bit. It's a 9-point lead. SAU, as time goes by, under more pressure on every possession. Here's Lucas. He wants to drive. He does. Under pressure. Oh, beautiful shot. Just a beautiful shot. Under the basket. He'll pick up 2. That's a 7-point game again. Smith, jump shot, three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Ouachita. Hobson has it. Ouachita with the offensive rebound will keep the ball alive. Katie Smith, the senior, wants to drive. Under the basket he goes, and that's a slam dunk and a foul. Oh, my. He looked for it, he looked for it, he went for it, and he got it. Slam dunk and a foul. First foul against Chris Weiss, and it's on a made slam dunk basket by K.D. Smith. That makes it a 9-point lead for Ouachita. And when we come back, we'll see if Smith's free throw can make it a 10-point lead for the Tigers. 7:40 left. Ouachita 56, SAU 47. We'll be back after this. Oh, this is a replay you don't want to miss. Eyes on the TV right now or your screen, whatever you have in front of you, because that is a beautiful play by Kendarius Smith, the senior for Ouachita, who is leading this team to a nice lead at 9 points right now, 56-47. He set that play up beautifully, made the basket on the slam dunk, and now he's at the free throw line, or will be momentarily, to try to make it a 10-point lead for Ouachita. The senior tends to have a big second half in every game, and it's a key right now because Ouachita had a 7-point lead at halftime. SAU came back and tied this game, but since then, Ouachita has stretched it back out to a 9-point lead again. Katie Smith at the line. Smith's shot is up, and it is good. 10-point lead for the Tigers, 7:40 left. Aaron Lucas looks over the Ouachita defense. Three-point shot from Lucas is no good. Rebound to Kalinich. Ouachita has the rebound, gets it to Williams-Dunn, and the Tigers set it up offensively, trying to stretch out this lead. Double-digit lead now at 10 points. Williams-Dunn, he wants to drive. He will drive. His shot, though, is blocked. Kalinich back up, and no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Devontae Brooks got the rebound after Ouachita missed the putback. Southern Arkansas has 7 minutes left to try to break this Ouachita defense. Here's Brooks. He'll drive to the inside. Nice pass. Ooh. Tough collision on the inside. Let's hope everybody is okay. Williams Dunn took the worst of it. He's still in the court, but I see him smiling. I think he's going to be all right. He is the one called for the foul. Painful way to pick up a foul, but he's all right. I think he's going to check out, but he's going to run off the court. He's okay. Marvin Williams Dunn, the freshman for Ouachita. Checking in, the first half hero in Lorenz Nero. 10-point lead, Ouachita. SAU with the ball. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Here's Lucas. Aaron Lucas will drive to the basket. His shot, no good. Rebound, offensive rebound. Brooks grabs it, knocks it. That's Smith that knocked it out of bounds. So SAU will keep the ball. Aaron Lucas throwing it into a teammate. Overthrows his intended receiver, Brooks, and Ouachita has the ball. Driving as Nero, he can really hit those transition baskets. Made another one. Third time today he's had a really acrobatic shot on a fast break. Nero makes the bucket to make it a 12-point Ouachita lead, 59-47. 3-point shot for SAU, no good. There's an offensive rebound and a foul. Good offensive rebound by Blake Rogers, and he was fouled when he went back up. Three fouls now on Smith. 7th team foul on Ouachita, but to the line for 2 shots for Southern Arkansas, and he made the first one, Blake Rogers. One more coming. SAU has only 4 team fouls here in the second half. Blake Rogers at the line for one more. Shot up and good. Ten-point game now, 59-49. Ouachita, patient, looking to the inside. Jump shot by Kalenic is blocked. Brooks came up with that. He really has had a fine game, Devontae Brooks. Jump shot from the outside, a three-pointer, no good. Rebound by Ouachita. Smith came up with the ball. And I think they're going to call a foul on Smith. He caught the ball, and Brooks ran into him as he's retreating to get the ball, but I think they called it on Smith. If that's the case, he's got 4 fouls. Smith is complaining, and he's correct. He went straight up and got the ball. Brooks, aggressive, trying to get a rebound, bumped into him, but because Smith was behind him, Smith is called for the foul. Tough call, and to the line is Brooks. Bankston will check in again in a moment. Shot up, and it rolls around and falls in. That was the front end of a 1-and-1. He's got another one coming. That was the 4th foul on KD Smith. He's going to check out of the game. He will check out because he just picked up his 4th foul on a tough call. 8 team fouls against Ouachita. Devontae Brooks, only a 56% free throw shooter. He's had plenty of opportunities today. Got another one coming now. Made the last one, and he will miss this one. Rebounded by SAU. Ball loose, picked up by Bankston. SAU got the rebound, but then lost it on an attempted pass from under the basket, so Ouachita has the ball back. Top of the key, Hobson. To the wing, that's Kane. Lots of passing. No driving yet. Lots of time, though. Now down to 5 seconds on the shot clock. 3-point shot is good. Kane made the shot. His hand was hit. You could see it from this angle. He didn't get that call, but he got the 3-point play instead of the 4-point play. The 3-pointer was good, and Ouachita has stretched its lead back up to 12. Southern Arkansas has the ball. Aaron Lucas driving. His shot is blocked by Nero. He will drive again. He will miss the shot. The ball is tipped up and in. And now a whistle will stop the action. Timeout by Southern Arkansas. They're going to regroup with 4:50 left before the end of this contest. Ouachita leads it by 10, 62-52. We'll be back after this.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita. Ouachita.
How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
4:50 left in this basketball game. Ouachita by 10, 62-52 over Southern Arkansas. Katie Smith just went to the bench with his 4th foul. He has 18 points today. That makes him only 12 short of 1,000 for his career. Not going to hit that now that he's got 4 fouls and only 4:50 left in the game, but look for that on Monday night against Henderson State University. We would expect that to be a real possibility for Mr. Smith against the arch rival across the street. That is a game at Henderson, not at Ouachita. Also for the Tigers, nobody else in double figures, but lots of people on the board. They have 8 points from Kalinich. They have 8 points from Nero. They have 8 points from Kane and 18 from Smith, who's had quite a good second half. Ouachita looking strong here late in the game against an awfully good team in SAU. Bankston will get it in. This will be a nice win for the Tigers if they can hold on in the last 4:50. Nero brings it up the court. Lorenz. High school basketball again at Lake Hamilton. Hot Springs. Here's Hobson. Right side, jump shot from Kane. No good, partially tipped, I think. He got his own rebound, though. Inside it goes. Beautiful passing, and Hobson has an easy 2. Got it to Bankston. Bankston got it to Hobson under the basket by himself. An easy shot. And Ouachita has a 12-point lead. SAU not putting up shots quickly. And they have a deficit to try to overcome. Foul will be against Ouachita. That's going to be against Nero. It's going to put Lucas to the line for a 1-and-1 opportunity. That is 9 team fouls against Ouachita. That is 2 against Nero. And Lucas is a good free throw shooter. He comes in at 84% on the year. Trey Davis checks in for Southern Arkansas, and checking out will be Chris Weish. 4:03 left. Ouachita with a nice 12-point lead, but here's Lucas. Shot up and good. He's got one more coming. Leads the team in free throw percentage, in three-point shooting percentage, and scoring, and assist, and in steals. But Ouachita has held him pretty much in check. Here's a shot, and he missed that one. SAU got the rebound, though, on a loose ball. They'll throw it inbounds and keep the possession. Good work. Nice hustle by the young man who just checked in, Trey Davis. Here's Lucas, a three-pointer. No good, and a rebound by Bankston. Good work by Ouachita on the defensive boards. And Ouachita will keep its 11-point lead and have the possession. They'll look to the sideline. Head coach Dennis Nutt talks to his team. Here's what I want you to run, and they'll put it in motion. Cross-court pass. Three-point shot is open for Hobson, and he nailed it. Madarius Hobson with the basket. It's a 14-point lead for Ouachita, the largest lead of the game for the Tigers. Lucas dribbling, looking for a hole in the defense. He turns it over. Here's Bankston. Ouachita quickly down court. Now they're going to back it up and just eat a little bit of the shot clock up. They'll get it to Nero, who will set up the offense. Under 3 minutes to play. Ouachita 67-53 in the lead. Tigers in no hurry, still 12 on the shot clock. Hobson pass inside, Bankston under the basket. Ooh, he tried to make a nice behind-the-back pass, but it did not end well. Turnover, SAU with the ball. Pass inside, back outside. Lucas is not open for the three. He'll have to pass it. Oh, a tough acrobatic shot goes in for Blake Rogers, who's had a pretty good game offensively. And after that basket, a timeout called. And we will take a break. It is Ouachita 67, SAU 55. We'll be back with 2:27 left.
As a student athlete in college, I first got involved with the NCAA at the national level. It was through the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, SAC, gave me an opportunity to advocate on behalf of all student athletes, to affect change and to make an impact. The NCAA is giving the student athlete a platform to voice their concerns and to be able to advocate for what's going to affect their well-being. The policies that are being put in place are speaking towards academics, they're speaking towards well-being, they're speaking towards fairness, creating a culture so that the student athletes have the best experiences possible.
Every year, 4.5 million young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 visit the ER.
It's every parent's nightmare.
Umergency gives you all the tools you need to quickly and effectively manage your family's emergency. Umergency provides instant access to vital resources, customized to your student's campus and local community, digital consent form, and built-in urgent alert button. Umergency gives you peace of mind when you need it most. Download your Umergency app now.
Ouachita 67, Southern Arkansas 55, 2:27 left. One of the real keys in this game is the job Ouachita is doing defensively against Aaron Lucas of SAU. Lucas comes in averaging 16 points per game. He only has 8 today. He also has 4 turnovers at his point guard position, something that he is unaccustomed to. The leader of this team for SAU, a very, very good team, a threat to win the GAC. Struggling today against this Ouachita defense here at Bill Vining Arena. Ouachita will set it up and work against full court press. And they will get it across half court and set up the offense. Kalinich gets it out to Nero. Bankston is on the left. On the right is Kane. Smith is still out with 4 fouls. A lot of dribbling. Eating up some clock now. A three-point shot from Kane is no good. Tipped ball, and a foul will stop the clock. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. Going to be against Southern Arkansas. Ouachita will throw it in from the baseline. Foul as the 2 players were attempting to get the rebound. Nero will throw it in. 5 team fouls now in Southern Arkansas. That was the 3rd foul against Brooks. Brooks has been the star for SAU so far in this ball game. He's got a double-double. Hobson backs up to the baseline. It goes. Oh, a beautiful pass and an easy basket for Kalinich. He's having a good game for the Tigers, and my goodness, they've had some good passing on the inside. They found the 6'9" Kalinich wide open. 3-point shot from the corner is good. There's a key shot for Jalen Brooks to try to keep SAU alive. Ouachita does lead it, though, by 11. Tigers will break the press. Here's a pass inside. All alone is Hobson, and he'll make the layup. Just laid it in the basket. SAU tried to press, and it backfired. Easy points for the Tigers. Here's Lucas in the lane. Shot no good, no foul. Ouachita with the rebound. Here comes Bankston. He'll pass the ball, an easy 2 points. And that's Hobson again. Camped out under the basket. He's had 2 easy layups in the last few seconds. SAU's pressure has backfired 2 possessions in a row, and Ouachita has extended its lead with less than a minute to play. Ouachita is going to get a win here at Bill Vining Arena against a really good SAU team. Shot up, no good. Ouachita with a rebound again. Bankston came down with it. Nero with the basketball. He'll get it back to Bankston, and SAU's not going to foul. Not going to foul, 15 points down. Ouachita is going to come up with a big, big win today here at Bill Vining Arena. Pass back outside. There's Hobson. Shot no good. SAU with the ball. Here's Lucas. Lucas has some energy left. He wants to drive. Now he's going to back up. Pass to the corner. 3-point shot from the corner is in and out. No good. And a foul under the basket. Going to be against SAU. Looks like Jalen Brooks will pick it up. Ooh, I take it back. It's going to be against Kane and to the line. Instead of being fouled, he was fouled. Jalen Brooks will go to the line. That's 10 team fouls, so he's got 2 shots. Makes the first one more coming. This is Jalen Brooks at the line. Shot up, and he'll miss the second one. Fight for the rebound. Ouachita will get it. Hobson got the rebound, gets it to a teammate. Ouachita will just hold on. 2 seconds, 1 second. This game is history, and Ouachita has a huge, huge win at 73-59 against Southern Arkansas. 73-59. The Ouachita Tigers with the big win and the sweep today, as the women scored 102 points and won their contest as well. 2 big games for Ouachita's women's and men's basketball programs. And SAU with a heartbreaking loss, as they had a 7-point deficit at halftime. They came back to tie the game and then fell on hard times as Ouachita put together a nice run and got this win by 15, or by 14 will be the final score. 14-point win for the Ouachita Tigers. We're going to have a quick break, and then Coach Dennis Nutt's going to join us. Now, let me see if Coach Nutt's going to come right to the microphone or take a break for a moment. I think he's going to go downstairs. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have a talk with Ouachita's victorious head coach, Dennis Nutt. We'll be back after this. We are live back here at Bill Vining Arena on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. Final score this afternoon, Ouachita 73, Southern Arkansas 59. We're about to have a conversation with Ouachita head coach Dennis Nutt. Glad to have a chance to visit with him as Ouachita comes up with big victory today over a tough Southern Arkansas University team. Coach Nutt, glad you were with us. Congratulations on the big win today.
Well, I appreciate that. The guys really played well defensively. We got after them for 40 minutes, and I was proud of that effort.
I saw some great defense. I thought one of the keys was the job you did against the leading scorer, the leader in assists, the leader in steals, Mr. Lucas for SAU. You held him down today, and he leads this club in multiple categories.
Yeah, that was a great job. Started with KD Smith. He kind of took the challenge on and did a great job. But it was all the other guys around him and kind of pitching in and getting in his gaps and helping him out and kind of making the spaces smaller for him. But yeah, total team effort, but good job with KD on Lucas.
You led by 7 at halftime. SAU actually came back and tied it, and then your team took off from there. Tell me about the ability this team had today to see that SAU was right back in it, but then they hit the gas again and pulled out to a nice lead.
Yeah, we came out really flat second half. Kind of a scary feeling there. We know they're pretty explosive, and it wasn't a good start for us. First 4 minutes was not very good, but to our guys' credit, they hung in there and kind of got it going again, and we started making some shots again. But again, I thought defensively it kind of set the tone all day.
KD Smith had 18 points for you today. You had a couple of other guys reach double digits, but a lot of balanced scoring, especially at halftime when you had 33 points and you had nobody with more than 6 points. You really spread it out quite well.
Yeah, I thought we were moving the ball pretty well first half. Couple times there we got a little bit stagnant, but overall pretty good effort. It's always good to win at home, and we were able to make some shots today, and just proud of them.
They really did make some shots today, including some dunks, some great replay action for us today, and we appreciate that very much. KD went down hard on one play. He's okay?
Yeah, he is. He's fine. Actually, Marvin probably went down a little bit. Kind of a scary fall for him, but
right.
He flipped over a guy. But, yeah, he's hanging in there. He's got a little ice going right now, but we got to recoup pretty fast. We got another tough one on Monday.
Well, let's talk about that. It's Henderson State on Monday. Now, one kind of sideline to this is that KD's probably going to hit 1,000 points across the street against his arch rival, against Henderson. But after losing that Battle of the Ravine here at Bill Vining Arena, you really are wanting to split this up and pick up the win on the road across the street.
Oh, absolutely. We need to. We need to play really well against these guys. They're talented. They're pretty athletic all throughout their lineup. So it'll be a tough challenge, especially going across the street. But it's late February. That's what you have to do. Have to get ready to play.
That's exactly right. And winning here today is so meaningful because Southern Arkansas is quite a good team. You had lost to them 3 times. Every time in Magnolia, you get to play them in Arkadelphia and you get the victory today. It means a lot that your guys have defended the home court so well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always good to win here in Vining, and you got to protect the house. That's what we preach a lot. So, and again, I think that defensive effort proved the way for us.
Coach, it's such an unusual year. It was last spring, of course, after basketball season or as basketball season was wrapping up, things began to go a little haywire because of COVID. You've had such an unusual year this year in practice and then in the season itself because of COVID, and then the snow hit this year. I guess the key for any team right now is just to be able to put those things out of your mind and concentrate on your own team and your own work.
Oh, absolutely. That's the part, the mental toughness that we talk about a lot, that you have to – that's life 101. You have to get through challenges. You have to go day to day, and you never know what's going to happen. But, I think for the most part, the guys are doing well with it. They're hanging in there. Hopefully we get this snow out of here and just finish the season the right way.
This is one of those visuals that will keep forever as a historical document because behind you they're sanitizing the sideline. So what other season would we ever see anything like this? But this is a season for that. And at this point, you just want to finish this season really strong. And today's a big step in doing that.
I think so. It's this is a good team. They were half a game out of first place. So, that's the team you're going to see. That's probably going to be a team that gets a bye in the first round. So, hopefully we'll see them again. But, it was a good quality win for us, and we're proud of them.
Nice to see it happen in front of family, too. At the beginning of the season, you weren't able to see any of the fans in the arena at all. Now the family's able to come, and that makes a difference. It creates some noise in the arena, but it also gives those parents, those other relatives, a chance to see their kids play, their family members play, and that means a lot, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Hopefully they'll get home safely this evening, and it's always good to see them here, and I know the players are excited to see them as well. So good win, good Saturday here in Vining.
Coach Nutt, it's always fun to talk with you. It's fun to talk about a Ouachita win. Congratulations today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to wrap it up from here. When we come back, we'll be back right after this.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Quick look at some statistics as we wrap it up today. Ouachita got the win 73-59, led by KD Smith, who had 18 points. He also had 8 rebounds for Ouachita, 7 of those defensive rebounds. He did a very, very fine job, came up with 3 steals, also some acrobatic plays, really had a big second half. So KD Smith, the senior, as always, a key to this victory. Also in double figures for Ouachita, 12 points and 6 rebounds on the game for Medarius Hobson. He played extremely well, made a couple of big plays down the stretch to keep this to a nice lead for Ouachita as time was running out. And off the bench, Kalinich had a very nice game, the 6'9", sophomore from Croatia, had 10 points and 9 rebounds. He led the team in rebounding, almost had a double-double. Excellent job for him. Also, 7 of those boards were on the defensive board side, so good work off the bench by Klinich, also by Hobson. Two players in double digits and scoring who came off the bench, and Smith was, of course, the leader. From Bankston, they got 5 points this afternoon and 6 rebounds. From Kane, it was 8 points and 3 rebounds in the game. And for Ouachita, they started, of course, the freshman, and Williams Dunn had 3 points in the contest, took a bad spill, but the coach said he had a little bit of ice on his back, and he's going to be okay for the next game just 2 days from now against Henderson State. Ouachita Stanley had 2 points on the afternoon and did not play as many minutes in this particular game for Ouachita. Nero off the bench had some good minutes. He had 3 assists off the bench, 8 points off the bench. Good work for Ouachita. So the Ouachita Tigers were led by those individuals from the freshman class to the senior class. For Southern Arkansas, it was a big day for Devontae Brooks. Brooks had a double-double with 14 points and 13 rebounds. 10 of those defensive rebounds. He did have 4 turnovers for SAU. Key for Ouachita, though, was defending against Aaron Lucas, an outstanding point guard, the leading scorer for SAU. He had only 8 points today. He averages 16 points. He had 4 turnovers, a higher number than usual for the very good point guard for Southern Arkansas. Once again, the final score was Ouachita 73, Southern Arkansas 59. Ouachita gets another win at home. They've had trouble on the road, but they're looking good playing here at Bill Vining Arena. On Monday night, it is across the street against the rival Henderson State University. Women and men in action, and both teams got wins today. It was a sweep, with the women's team scoring 102 points with a big win over Southern Arkansas, and then the men coming up with a big win over the second place SAU Mule Riders. And the final score again, 73-59. This is Jeff Root. Thanks to all of the students who were in action today behind the cameras in the trailer, and to Chris Babb for running the whole shooting match. We'll be back with you for more action later on. Multiple sports, everything but football here this spring. And the Ouachita Sports Digital Network will bring it all to you. Good night from Bill Vining Arena.